You don't need to be Insta famous or post 3 reels a day to build a profitable coaching business. In fact, one of my clients is earning over 300,000 a year without a single piece of social media or email marketing. So if you're burnt out trying to be visible 24/7 or quietly dreading every piece of content you think you should be posting, then this week's vlog is for you. You can build a business that's profitable, sustained, and feels like you. So let me show you how that actually works right after this. Hey there, I'm Jackie Appleby, online business manager, business coach, and your guide on this journey towards not just building a successful coaching business, but creating a transformative one. Now, I know you want to grow your coaching business while leading your best life, and I'm here to share tips, tricks, and strategies to make that dream achievable. With years of experience in the coaching industry, I've helped countless coaches move from feeling completely overwhelmed and chaotic to calm and thriving using my Coach to CEO framework. So if you feel like you're ready to transform your business, then you are in the right place, my friend. So when you don't have a big audience, you need to be more intentional, not frantic. And the good news is that intentionality outperforms popularity every time in service-based businesses like coaching. Let's talk about the 3 levers that actually move the needle. Lever number 1 is relationship capital, which converts higher than content ever will. Now, coaching is not an impulse buy. It's a high trust, high ticket decision. So the idea that someone's going to scroll past a single Instagram post and suddenly invest thousands, that's possible, sure, but it's not really predictable. Now, here's what is predictable, and that's relationships. The most profitable coaching businesses I know, including my own, are built on trust, reputation, and referrals. My coaching business hit multi-six figures, and 90% of those clients did not come from social media or from an email list. They came from real conversations, past client referrals, and people who knew me or had heard about the work that I'd done. Now, one of our clients I mentioned is doing over 300,000 a year, and she's never relied on social media or funnels. Her client base was built through her network and her professional circles. She's now layering in some strategic social, but the foundation, that was built on reputation. So if you're deciding where to put your energy, a single referral from someone who trusts you is worth more than 30 likes, and a coffee chat with the right person can lead to 10 clients. Reviews and referrals sell coaching, not reels. So the real question is, what are you building? Is it reach or is it reputation? Don't do social because you need clients. Do it because you want to let more people know what you do and how it can help them. Understand the role that it plays in your overall business model before deciding what you will post and how much. But always remember, you don't even have to do it at all. Now, lever number 2 is strategic visibility, which builds trust, but it's not the whole picture. Now, let's be honest here. Strategic visibility alone doesn't build a coaching business, but it does support everything else that you're doing. And when it's done right, it helps people to get to know you, understand your value, and start to trust your voice, even before they're ready to buy. Now, I post consistently, but not because I expect every video to bring in clients overnight. I post because I know that when I walk into a networking meeting, someone's going to say, "Oh, you're the diligent assistant. I've seen your videos." And my message has already done half the work for me. That's what strategic visibility does. It keeps you top of mind. It demonstrates your value. It strengthens your brand. And here's the thing, you don't have to be on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or TikTok, or any social media platforms. Strategic visibility means showing up where it matters, consistently, intentionally, and in alignment with where your audience is. Maybe that's podcast interviews. Maybe it's monthly coffee chats. And maybe it's a weekly blog or YouTube series. But what it's not is showing up every day for 3 weeks and then disappearing and wondering why no one bought from you. So here's what I want you to do: choose your platforms wisely, post with purpose, and stay consistent, not perfect. And I want you to remember that the role that social media plays in a coaching business is so different from what you see in product based businesses, digital downloads, or people selling those $97 courses. You're not selling widgets here. Coaching is personal, it's high touch, high trust, and often high ticket. So your marketing shouldn't try to mimic volume based strategies that rely on impulse buys. Instead, focus on using social, if you choose to use it, as a credibility builder and relationship nurturer, and not your only source of clients. Now, lever number 3 is mindset and energy, which matter way more than any algorithm. Every good coaching program, including mine, talks about shifting out of a scarcity mindset. And look, that's powerful work and, of course, way easier said than done. But it's not a switch that you flip when you're staring at an empty pipeline and a full list of expenses. So let's reframe it a little. This isn't just about avoiding scarcity, it's about building your business deliberately. A coaching business built on clarity, intentionality, and CEO thinking is always going to outperform one built on hustle and guesswork. I've seen it over and over. The coaches who design their business around their strengths with structure and focus end up with more profit and less burnout because energy isn't invisible. People feel when you're grounded and aligned, and they're more likely to buy from that place. The problem is that we see the outliers, the coaches with viral content, the unicorns with 100,000 followers. But for every one of them, there are hundreds of incredibly successful coaches quietly building high impact businesses behind the scenes without going viral. That's where your power is, and I cannot stress this enough. If your only focus is getting clients and growing your social following, you'll always feel like you're chasing traction. Sustainable growth comes from nourishing your entire business. And that's exactly why my coach to CEO model looks at every area: operations, offers, time, energy, not just marketing. And when you build from that place of balance, that's when growth starts to feel organic, natural, and honestly inevitable. So here's what I want to leave you with. If you want to build a profitable coaching business without a massive following, it starts with clarity, not clout. You don't need to go viral. You need to be known for the right thing by the right people. And that requires thinking like a CEO. CEOs don't chase trends, they design systems. They make data-informed decisions and they build for the long term. So if you've been stuck in visibility chaos, posting, ghosting, guessing, it's time to zoom out. What kind of business are you actually building? One built on trend chasing and burnout? Or one that supports your values, plays to your strengths, and brings in consistent revenue? If this has you nodding along because you know you're capable of more, but the path just isn't clear yet, then grab my free guide, 25 Dynamic Strategies to Attract More Coaching Clients. There are proven, practical ways to start generating momentum without needing a massive audience or a fancy funnel. And if you're thinking, well, that makes sense, but I'm not sure where to start, then let's talk. I offer synergy calls for coaches just like you. No pressure, no pitch, just a conversation to help you get unstuck and see what's possible. Both links are below in the description. You don't have to build this alone. So next time you find yourself wondering, how do I grow this business without a giant audience? Remember, relationships convert better than content. Strategic visibility builds trust, but only if it's consistent. And mindset, that's your most important asset. Your business doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It just needs to work for you. Thanks for watching. Now go be brilliant.